The reason I'm not seeing in black and white right now is because the rainbow is all around us. We are the rainbow. The rainbow is inside.
Hello!
Hello and welcome back to the Croak and Crow podcast. Cast. I am Spencer Cartier. And who are you?
Well, I'm a guest.
I'm a pot of gold.
And I'm Avalon.
And this here is Frank. And once again, with the gang's all here, it's a full house. Avalon is back from Florida just for a bit. She just can't seem to stay away from the Croak and Crow podcast.
I knew that the podcast missed me. I was like, they can't be deprived of my excellence any longer.
It's a fun Friday, and we're just trying to have some fun, and that's what we're doing. We're all dressed up. Frank looking a little Elton John-ish. I can dig it. But yeah, we had a tough week. Not a tough week, but we had a serious week.
We did not.
Oh yeah, it's a holiday week. It's been St. Patty's.
Ooh, it's been our Heritage Week.
Our Heritage Week. We've been celebrating since Tuesday. Since last weekend. Last weekend was St. Patty's Day weekend.
Come on.
And Wednesday was St. Patty's Day. Mm-hmm. Thursday was Walk Through Thursday, which is a party in itself. And we're succeeding in going out with a bang. And that is Fun Friday.
Fun Friday.
No, I meant.
Oh, I thought we all.
I meant tell us about, how's your visit?
It's always good, Good to be home.
Some would say it was always sunny in Philadelphia.
It actually rained for the most of the time I was here.
It rained? What do you see during the rain?
Rain. What do you see after the rain?
What do you see after the rain?
So the topic of the show today is rainbows. Rainbows. As you can see by my hat and her hair.
And I'm the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
And Frank is always just a beautiful rainbow, isn't he? So we're talking about rainbows. The idea was pitched to me and I said, rainbows? What are we going to talk about with rainbows? And I still have yet to get an answer, so I'm hoping to be enlightened.
What isn't there to talk about rainbows?
Sounds good. Let's start it off.
Colors of the world. Roy G. Biv. It truly, a rainbow, it is the colors that make up our everyday lives.
And I'm happy that Avalon is our guest because she is a living rainbow. And no one would debate that.
Well...
No one. I challenge you. She's a living rainbow, and you can be a living rainbow. And also, there's a phrase that people say often, and it is, "Life's not sunshine and rainbows," or "It's not supposed to be." It's always sort of like a threat.
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows.
That how could you dare think that life could be rainbows?
Yeah, and we had a sunshine podcast, so it seems like the rainbow podcast was just on its way. Am I talking to myself here?
She's busy with technical stuff because...
Oh, no.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
She's busy with technical stuff because she does technicals in her college.
What do you do in college? Let's talk about it.
Oh, I do, I'm in the
Take your time.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, it's not okay.
I'm a theater major, but I am more of a tech person. I do costuming, but our program is a BA program that you kind of try everything. So I've done lighting and sound and set design. So yeah, my brain is always very technical.
Are you putting your resume out there now?
If anyone is hiring, I graduate in May. Not actually. I don't know.
We're looking for a producer. It's kind of tough for us to run the whole show, but that means behind the scenes, like you'd be over there in the corner, running like the soundboards.
Well, that is the issue. I do like to be the center of attention, but also then I focus on technical, which kind of.
If you think that Avalon should join Croak and Crow, leave a comment.
Not as a permanent host.
As anything.
But as a behind the scenes producer, maybe even editor. That sounds fun.
That seems unenjoyable. The editing's already fine. Let's not fix something that's
Listen,
not
the people
broken.
the people will decide. Now let's get back to what it's all about. Rainbows.
rainbow.
So who decided the topic was going to be rainbows?
Double rainbow. Remember that meme?
Oh
I do. Double rainbow.
Whoa, that's a full rainbow. All the way. Double rainbow. Oh my god. It's a double rainbow all the way.
All the way.
And chocolate rainbow, right?
Chocolate rain.
Chocolate rain. Okay.
Chocolate rainbow.
Take away all the colors.
Shades of brown.
Shades brown.
I guess, yeah.
50 shades of brown.
We were finishing. I picked it.
Okay.
I admit it. We were finishing up Irish Week and Lucky Charms.
Ever heard of them?
Ever heard of them? The rainbow at the end of the rainbow, there's supposed to be a pot of gold, and there's a lot of rainbows in Ireland because it's a very
Rainy.
high precipitation place. And I wouldn't just say high precipitation; it's a lot of mist, Irish mist. So you're gonna get that reflection type rainbow situation, and it always looks like you can follow the rainbow to the end,
Yeah. Yeah.
which you can't. But
You can't. It's an illusion, as a kid
there's
say.
a little story that the leprechaun guards the pot of gold at the end, and
Are you team leprechaun or team let's get him?
Well, real leprechauns, like when you look into leprechauniness, they're like mean.
But no, that's what I'm asking. So to fill you all in, stories usually go that leprechauns are these tricky little buggers, and when you get them, they'll try to trick you. There's one story where he found a leprechaun and he needed to go get a shovel for the gold, and so leprechauns they can't lie either or something, and so he's like, okay, I'm gonna tie a rope around the tree that the pot of gold's under, and then he goes, leaves the leprechaun alone. Then he comes back and all the trees have a tie on them. So they're not good. But here's my question. That leprechaun is out there making shoes on the daily, and this big old giant of a person comes over, scratching their belly. Hey, leprechaun, where's all your money? You're almost robbing
But
them.
isn't it not his money? I thought leprechauns were just like sneaky. Like, aren't they like getting gold? Like, where are they getting the gold?
Well, they're probably little thieves.
Yeah.
But so you have the right to thieve them?
Yeah.
That's
Arguably.
I'm going to stick up for the leprechauns. I don't think they're evil. I think you think they're evil from movies, Hollywood, again, ruining things. Leprechauns are just wee folk, as they say in Ireland, and all the fairies and the fairy circles and all the different. There's many types of things that are magical that we're not familiar with. I do think it's his gold,
yeah, that's what I think.
and I think
Whether he stole it or not.
But there is something that has to do like you have to look up the real story. But I feel like
the real story.
no, but I mean like the real folk tale, whatever. Because there is something where it's like they're supposed to give you gold if you find it, right? And then they're like, haha,
they're obligated through their mystic contract of being a leprechaun. It's not like.
But that's what I mean. Like, so that's why I'm saying
when I walk down the street and pull a gun on someone, they're obligated to empty their bank account. It's like, well, yeah, doesn't mean they want to.
No, if every time someone like knocked on a magical door, they are supposed to get a balloon, and then the person on the other side tricks them, they still deserve the balloon. No,
I'm going to stick up for the leprechauns.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say that they're little tiny guys.
They are. They're
And-
about 3 feet 5.
They can't fight with might,
No.
and so they fight with their cleverness. And we should all hope to be as clever as a leprechaun.
that's what I was gonna say. You guys are just defending them because y'all are sneaky.
Or I thought you were going to say
Like-
short.
For a little. Okay, so anyway, that's why St. Patrick's Day continues, Irish, and the rainbow and the pot of gold. But there is a very famous Bible story about a rainbow.
Is there?
Noah's Ark.
Do tell.
You in the pre-screening, I was told you would tell the story.
Oh, I was not told that same information. If I'm being honest, I don't. You kept referencing it, and I was confused.
Interesting. So this is a great example. No, we never know how much people know. Because you have people who are very biblical, very Christian, and
The two of us.
we're not experts, we're guestperts.
Oh.
And so we feel pretty smart, right? But
That's a nice thing about when it's just us in the room.
Yeah.
We're the two smartest people
and
in
Frank
the room.
is very polite. He never points anything out. We find it out later when we research it. Do you know the story of Noah's Ark?
Yes.
Okay. So what's the story of Noah's Ark?
Well, now I feel very on the spot. There's a storm, there's a boat, there's lots of animals, and Noah.
All right, so how does it start?
Before the storm, and he builds the boat
Why do you know why he builds a boat?
to save the animals.
To save the animals.
No, I'm really
You
happy.
Fool.
No, please don't. Please don't. I'm really happy because sometimes we don't know if we're over-explaining. And you know what I'm saying? Please, and this is what we're saying. I really hope you don't feel bad. No, because we don't want anyone to feel
Tears
bad.
are streaming out our face. No,
We don't want anyone to feel bad. We don't want anyone to feel bad, and we're going to move on anyway from Noah's Ark. But
Well, you're not going to teach her the story of Noah's Ark.
you can. But I'm just saying.
No one knows.
No.
No one.
Can you imagine?
No
No.
one knows.
Listen. No, what I'm saying is I'm happy. You're not alone, and guess what? It's not really important to your spirituality to know that story.
To know that story.
And watching this podcast, people learn different Bible stories. And we're not even a Bible story channel, but it just has a rainbow in it. So Spencer will tell us why there's a rainbow in Noah's Ark.
You know what's so funny? When I was ridiculing my younger sister, I don't even recall the rainbow in the story, but I can imagine where it comes. I can imagine where it shows up. So Noah, he was a good dude. His lineage came down from which one was the good one, Cain or Abel?
Cain is bad.
He was a descendant of Abel, right? But then wasn't Lot a descendant of Cain?
You are confused. You're confusing the confused people, Spencer. It doesn't matter where Noah, Abraham.
You're right.
It doesn't matter where Noah came from.
You're right. Okay.
Yay.
So it was bad. This was the time of Sodom and Gomorrah, or was that? Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, world bad.
He's just trying to make his
World bad. God angry. World bad. God like Noah. God say, Noah, make big ship. God like animal. God say, Noah, bring animal on big ship. Noah go on big ship. World drown. Noah no drown.
Noah in boat.
Noah has bird. Bird go by. Bird die. Noah send another bird by. Bird come back, say hi. Rain stop. Rainbow?
Okay, wait, this has nothing to do with anything, but there's a TikTok that was just super popular, and somebody was like, can somebody explain boats to me? Because they didn't understand how it worked. And so this girl, you know when you know something so well, so you have to like dumb it down. So she was like, she literally had a cup and water and like this cap, and she was like, water. She was like, boat hollow. We drop boat. Boat float. We push boat down. Boat sink. You know, like, and this whole thing. It was very funny. But that just is what, if anyone's seen it, you could put a clip in.
Put a clip in. Give editing tips. Right. So Noah's Ark was God drowned the whole entire wicked world. Okay? And it was
symbolically. No, what allegedly.
Allegedly. And it was extremely devastating, and it was extremely terrifying and threatening, and what can you think about it? But God put a rainbow in the sky after the terrible flood, after the 40 days of waiting for the waters to recede, because even though he did destroy the world at that time, that was his promise that I'll never do that again. Aww. So it's the rainbow in Noah's Ark is a promise that was done, but it won't be done again. So it is without any association. What's not to love about a rainbow? It's pretty, it's soft, and it's unusual. because you don't see those colors just pop up in the sky. So it's just wonderful on its own if you don't believe in the story of Noah's Ark or you don't want to think about that. But that is where it shows up.
Yes, correct. Correctamundo. So that is Noah's Ark and a rainbow to boot. Is that the only rainbow in the Bible?
I have no idea.
That's not what I meant. I meant you came here and you said, I have a couple things to talk about rainbows.
Well,
so we talked about Ireland.
LGBTQ. You can't use a rainbow anymore without coming straight to mind gay pride or gay support.
I want to just pat myself on the back right here, right now. There was a podcast. Remember this podcast? I forget what reason we brought up the LGBTQ flag. And you and I took a random guess on both the year and then I was like, for bonus points, where? Right. I got the exact year and the exact city.
Okay, I'm going to go lower.
Okay. She's choosing the under on 78.
So we'll check it out.
Now, bonus points, where do you think it was? Because I'm going to guess San Francisco.
Oh, I'll take New York.
Okay. East Coast, West Coast. And the winner is, drum roll. Da-da-da-da.
You could either have like two cuts with it, or you know.
Yeah, okay. I'll edit whoever won. I won! I probably couldn't even do it again. But
impressive.
And you know, in editing, it was just like, it looked like I just knew what I was talking about, but that was just the luck of the Irish, I think.
It's the Holy Spirit.
Oh.
The Holy Spirit's Irish.
I feel like some people would be like, well,
just kidding.
So why is the LGBTQ flag rainbow? Avalon?
Because it is all inclusive of every color, every type of, you know, like LGBTQ plus, don't forget the plus, is about everyone just being able to do whatever you want, you know, in the name of love. And so why would that not be a rainbow is all inclusive of all the colors? And also there is like different colors, you know, like I think, is it bisexual has like the pink and blue and like there are different, but I you know.
Yeah.
Also, gay used to mean happy, and isn't a rainbow happy?
It is, yeah. I guess that's the other thing. You know, it's like they didn't choose like the black flag with a skull on it. It's sort of like, what are you angry about? We're living. Yes. Where that's when you see it in the pride parades. It's never a protest. It's always a celebration. And I think that was always the idea of the movement is we're not going to let hate trump love. It's going to be all love, all happiness with us.
Damn. I like the things being said today.
Yeah, I got the Holy Spirit in me.
Yeah.
I got the Holy Spirit.
No, not yet. Yes. And I don't have any concrete facts about why there's a rainbow or when it started. But since I know it started a long time ago.
In the land far, far away.
And we have young viewers. I do also think just the colors, the vibrancy, the creativity, at a time when colors were very associated with gender. And it could, because for the young people now, they think it's totally normal for a businessman to have on a pink button-up shirt. I mean, that's on the conservative side. And sequins and mixing colors, more than one color, bright colors, was sort of a protest. Like, I can wear this. Yes, I am. I was going to think, I wonder if it was more just homosexual men in the beginning. And, because of course now it's so inclusive and everything is really blurred like a rainbow. But I think in the beginning, the men had to fight for the fact.
We've got to fight.
For
our right.
You had to fight.
To party.
When I grew up, everything, like I said, what is accepted now, even earrings, I grew up and guys didn't wear earrings. And then it started to be okay for a guy to wear one earring, but you had to put it in an ear.
The left side.
That wasn't the gay ear. You'd be afraid. So I'm wondering if the colors also were
the loudest, proudest way
Yeah.
to be like,
Well, I mean,
F this nonsense.
yeah, like I said earlier, that's like one of the things of the Pride Parade is it was this. All right, you know what? If we're gonna get beat up in the dark, beat me up in the day, like, because I'm proud.
Ooh, they
I
should
am
use
proud.
that.
I think I heard that somewhere.
Oh.
It's something like, but I don't know. Yeah, so rainbow's pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, even it taking the Noah's Ark story, but just if you don't want to be, like you were saying, not the most spiritual sense, but anytime you could think of a gloomy situation, it's something
Ooh.
that positive comes out of
The
it.
rainbow at the end of the rain, just in general.
Yeah.
And if the rain is something you're going through, just be looking out for that rainbow.
It's
like
kind
how I
of
just
like,
hijacked what you said and then took
yeah,
it
I
as mine.
know. Well, it's just like, you know, all of those metaphors, you know, like with the arrow, you pull it back before it can shoot forward. You know, it's that type of your low moments are not the end moments.
pressure makes the
Valleys and mountains. There's something there. It's after,
Ain't no mountain high enough.
no. It's like there. You can't have mountains without valleys. You can't have valleys without mountains. I don't
Up
know.
and down. But yeah, I love rainbows. I get so excited when I see them. Yeah, it's so exciting, don't you think? Also, we're just thinking about rainbows in the sky. What about, you know, when just the way light shines, when you're inside and if it reflects off of something, you'll see a rainbow on the ground? Isn't that exciting? And it's normally brighter, I feel like, than when you see it in the sky, which is, yeah. Ooh, prisms.
Yeah. No, there might be something to this, guys.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, everything we see, the reason we see rainbows.
Perception.
Yeah, but the reason we see rainbows is because those are all the lights of our our visible light spectrum. So everything we see is a rainbow, but then when you see an actual rainbow, it's because it's hit in a certain way, and so you're seeing the grid. So everything's made up of it. And rainbows are so special because you finally see a condensed version. So maybe that's sort of like God, in a way.
Did you see they found a new blue? Sorry.
I was trying to
I know, he was having a
I
moment.
was trying to make
And
something
then-
there.
Okay, so you can tell us about blue in a second, but no, tell us. I just want to finish what he said. If you do think about God, you could think, I can actually see a rainbow shining through this croak and crow because it's a crystal, the cut edge. So if God is the beam of light,
Mm-hmm.
he's just a beam of light. When he comes down and he hits the prism, and it splits into all of us, and we're all different colors, and what colors, each color's pretty. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you can't say that this one's better than this one or this one, you know, but he creates this beauty out of just his light passing through.
Yeah.
So let her tell us about blue.
Wait, but okay.
There's not much to tell. It's you've probably heard, you know, the different times where they are making colors because there are specific shades that aren't made into like a pigment. So very recently, they hadn't made a new blue in like a crazy amount of time because I guess no one was trying. But recently they made a new blue. It kind of just looks like a cobalt, but I just thought it was an interesting little fun fact out there for you.
Did you guys hear about that pink? That there's like a pink paint, a whole in the art world. This thing where this one guy made this pure pink paint.
Yeah, the whole
And-
drama.
Yeah, there's whole drama. He made this pure pink paint. Or no, one guy made it. There's one cool guy in the story, one villain.
Yeah.
And like the villain like patented it and didn't let anyone use it and hike the price up. And then the other guy got mad, and so he made a better pink that he literally on the website on where you buy it. It's like
Yeah.
anyone can legally use this for free except for that one guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But back to rainbows. So I was thinking about it while we were talking about paint. And so light, right? The way it works is it comes in a beam of light. And then if it gets broken up by something like glass or the atmosphere when it rains or whatever, it will break open and then you'll see the different colors of the spectrum that our eyes can comprehend without infrared and all that. So I was thinking of it like, you know, you think of it like God, like, oh, you're looking for a rainbow, blah, blah, blah. But if, you know, oh, God's always with us and all that. And it's like sometimes you don't understand. Like, how's he always with us? If you think of it like light, like, yeah, of course, you're going to want to see that rainbow up in the sky. But the reason I'm not seeing in black and white right now is because the rainbow is all around us. We are the rainbow. The rainbow is inside. It's on taste the rainbow.
Well, once again, I'm just saying weird facts, but it's just interesting to think about since you said you're not seeing in black and white. The reaction people had. I'm in a film, cinematic costume class right now.
No big deal.
No, just, but it's so interesting because it's like we're living in color, but at the time, black and white film, when they came out with colored film, it was like crazy, like magical, like, wow, look at all these colors. And so it's so interesting because it's like in reality, we're seeing what you see in your daily life. But like, so it's like how you're saying, I feel like sometimes people fall into like living a mundane, sounds harsh, but you can, in a way, see your world in less of a rainbow color if you're not like fully living to your
Have either of you seen or read The Giver?
We did a performance of The Giver a year or two ago.
Have you seen the movie?
No, I only saw the production that we did.
Well, that's sort of was talking about the entire thing we're talking about.
Oh my God, it is!
Every podcast, I give my co-host a homework.
She's gone.
And I say, watch The Giver. I'm like, you don't have to read it. Just watch it. It's 2 hours. We do a 30-minute podcast.
I think she was in town for the production. I think she didn't even see it.
But I'll read the premise of it is they live in this perfect world, where why does God make bad things happen? Oh, well, in this world, nothing bad happened. There was no murder, no anything. But you all lived in the same way. You were given a job. You couldn't have emotion. It was black and white. And then this guy was the giver. One person had to have memories. And
they could
light
see color.
opens up, and then it's like, the reason for the pain is for the joy. The reason for the tears is for the laughter. Yada, yada. But maybe you'll watch it this weekend?
I will definitely watch it this weekend. And it also puts me in mind of what I see on TikTok and Instagram when people get the colorblind glasses. It's like, I know, it's very emotional to see that.
Always makes me want to cry because they go outside and it's like, especially green is such a color in nature. And isn't that one that's normally associated, like, isn't one of the main color blindness? Yeah,
because it's like, you see it like brown.
Yeah. And so, and also the reason green is in nature so much is because the amount of shades, so when you look at a tree.
50 shades of green.
Like, if there was a blue tree with, like, blue leaves, it would be much more of a blur than green, which is very interesting to me. But imagine not being able to see that and then going outside and the amount of green and stuff. Like, it's absolutely,
I think it would freak me out. Imagine like if you just automatically got another color added to your repertoire.
I think it's so magical.
I would.
When we get to heaven, we're going to see more than the colors that we see now.
Infrared, X-ray vision.
You just go to heaven. You're like, so do I have X-ray vision?
I got the X-ray vision.
So you made fun of me earlier for saying chocolate rainbow, but I'm guessing they see a chocolate rainbow. Oh. If they see him browns. Is it that bad? I don't even know.
No, because that's not just a green rainbow.
I actually, we keep referencing TikTok, but I follow a girl on TikTok.
It's not we.
You just did. Okay. I follow a girl on TikTok. I didn't even know that this was an actual thing. It's a color blindness, but she literally sees black and white. She sees shades of gray.
I don't believe her. No, I don't believe her. I'll look it up in my research. We'll see if I'm right or not.
I'll send you her account.
Was I right?
But it's crazy.
I don't want to see her account. I want to see scientists.
But it was funny because she was saying she has a favorite color. Just based on like what she, like things she'll pick up because there are shades, but they're just gray, and so she I guess deduction of people keep
she
saying
only
that.
Can see black and white, but she has a favorite color. It's like saying I can't feel pain, just don't hit me.
I knew this would happen.
Okay, no, you know what? I'm going to innocent until proven guilty. I believe her.
What's your favorite color?
My favorite green.
You don't have one.
I don't believe that.
I don't believe it. I think everyone has. Drop your favorite color in the comments. Mine's pink.
Pink. So really, your favorite color is red, or isn't it like the family?
If you want to be specific, like pink is.
Well, then wait,
red with white.
Yeah, my favorite green isn't a primary color either.
Yeah, then his is blue and yellow. But I feel like you could say shade. You know, somebody could say their favorite color is salmon. I don't think that's wrong.
That's a food. My favorite food is salmon.
So, Avalon only smokes salmon.
What?
So, ending spiritually, a rainbow with a pot of gold at the end of it. So, is Earth the rainbow because it's beautiful? Thank you, God, for making a place for us to live on. And then heaven's the pot of gold?
No, because you never get the pot of gold.
And the
What? But if it's a comparison on Earth, you'd expect to. Oh, that makes sense. It's like, wait, so I'm going to get tricked along the way there, and then not even get the pot of gold at the end.
heaven's the rainbow because Earth has. Listen.
But then you can never get to it.
No, because you do get to heaven.
When do you get to
Earth
rainbow?
is the rain, and because Earth isn't perfect, so all of the flaws that happen on Earth, like we were talking about earlier, everything that's going wrong is happening because we are in earthly bodies caring about earthly things. So that is rain. That is what is getting, you know what I mean? You, no matter how hard you try, how spiritual you are flooded with human tendencies.
That was point. Do we have counterpoint?
And
And then we'll vote.
I just think I have a counterpoint. I don't have a point, but I don't know.
That's interesting.
Rainbows, it's sort of unachievable to me. It's like it's just too far away, and like you realize that
But that's why
you technically can never get what.
No,
I think I can get to heaven.
I argue the pot of gold is unattainable, but the rainbow isn't.
You can't touch a rainbow. Taste the rainbow.
I think heaven is the rainbow, and the pot of gold is just probably us just being earthly again.
Like, I prefer to think of it as like a mountain or something where I know I can climb a mountain, but I also know that I will never touch a rainbow. It's like touching a cloud.
But heaven is
fugazi. It's a whizzy. It's a wazzy. It's a
like how you're
fairy
saying when you
dust.
go to heaven, right? You're gonna see colors that simply do not exist on Earth. You can't see them with your human eyes, right?
Yes, correct.
So isn't that fitting that you're saying, but I can't, like I can't reach this rainbow?
Oh, so am I being a little bit of a non-believer?
Well, I feel like it's just your human brain being like, well, this is unachievable, and it's like you have to have faith.
If only there was a Bible verse like lean not on your own understanding. Oh, there is.
All right, guys. Well, let us know down in the comments below what you think about rainbows. Have you gone chasing rainbows? Because I've gone chasing waterfalls. But what else? What's your favorite color?
Yes.
It's the weekend. Go out and party hardy.
But be safe. It's still Corona. Yeah. Mask it up.
Stay masked up on a Friday night with your boys or your gals or your pets.
Leprechauns.
And be nice to leprechauns. Stop stealing their money. Let's
get your own gold.
Let's drop the stigma that they're bad just because they want to keep their gold. And that's it. Look out for a Christian meme review on Sunday. It's been real and it's been fun. Peace. You want to send us out, producer?
And it's been colorful.